I would like to present the 2025 Big Futures Award. The Big Futures Award is given to a former Little who has gone on to achieve great things. It represents fulfilling potential, realizing dreams, and of course, hard work paying off. It is my honor to present this award to a friend, and I consider him a neighbor being in Portland. I'd like to present this award to Mr. Bob Speltz.
Wow, you put the bowl cut picture right up there, didn't you? Yikes. Beach, thank you so much for that very gracious introduction. Can I just say that Beach Pace is one of the most impactful leaders among us today? You know what I like about her? Many things, but she's smart, she's humble, she's really direct. She's the brilliant combination of head and heart. Let's give her a round of applause. Beach Pace. Beach, I consider you our friend too, and I love the relationship we built over the years. Thank you for all that you're doing. Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for being here tonight and for supporting this really important organization. I want to thank the board of directors, Cynthia, Beth, and the entire team at Big Brothers Big Sisters for this award. Tonight, I want to share how I found my way to the gift of mentorship, how Big Brothers Big Sisters was there for me in the most difficult time of my life, and importantly, how you can share a few hours of your time each month and change a life. I grew up in a small town on a lake in Minnesota in a very middle-class family in the 1970s, and you can tell by looking at that picture that that's the 1970s. I'm the oldest of 4 kids. I have a sister, Ann, 2 brothers, Mike and Mark, and we're all very close in age. My father, Art, was a hospital administrator, and he also loved model trains, as you can see there. And my mom, Sheila, raised us, worked in the home, and was an active volunteer. I would say life was pretty good, and I would describe my childhood as pretty typical, except for my dad. He was living with a disease I didn't fully understand and couldn't see. My father, who was in his mid-30s at that time, was living with polycystic kidney disease, or PKD. PKD is a genetic disorder characterized by the growth of cysts in the kidneys, and those cysts cause the kidneys to malfunction. My dad wanted a better life for himself and his family, and he was able to receive a kidney transplant in the spring of 1978. His time away in the hospital was especially difficult because my mom was with him and the hospital was 200 miles away from our home. After weeks of declining health, my father died of staph infection on Sunday, November 12, 1978. He was 35 years old. I was 11 years old. And my mom found herself alone with 4 kids at the age of 35. Over time, my mom realized she would need help and couldn't raise 4 kids completely on her own. And in early 1979, I remember being introduced to Mr. Floan. It was explained to me that he would be my big brother. He was a school teacher, but what I remember about him were the many cars that I saw him cruising around in our little town in Minnesota. My mom explained to me that Mr. Floan and I would be spending some time together, a few hours a month. My brothers Mike and Mark also started spending time with their big brothers, and you can see pictures of them here. I remember great times with Mr. Floan, riding around in his vintage Studebaker. I also loved cruising around in his red convertible Le Mans. If you know, you know. In our time together, we also enjoyed hanging out at the Dairy Queen and playing in the park. Mr. Floan, his first name was Fred, had a very deep baritone voice, and he sported one of those hip mustaches that are, interestingly, very much in vogue today in Portland. In those days, I was a very shy boy, polite, very cautious. Mr. Flown was patient and polite, kind, and a very good listener. I don't remember us having a lot of lengthy conversations, but what I remember and what I'm grateful for is that he was a stable, generous, and caring adult presence during the worst time in my life. He couldn't take away my sadness or my loneliness, but what he could do was make me feel seen, heard, and valued. He showed up with his humanity. He was himself and nothing more. My family, in preparation for tonight, searched everywhere for a single photo of Mr. Flown and me, and I'm sorry we couldn't find one, but I will never forget him. I believe people who have experienced the gift of mentorship are more open to being mentors themselves later in life. My experience as a little led me to become a mentor myself. Mentorship is really a two-way street. And what I mean by that is both mentor and the mentee benefit from interacting with each other. One of the most sacred gifts that we can give or bestow on another person is our attention and our care. I want to thank the Big Brothers and Big Sisters organization tonight for providing this platform and for their unwavering support. This organization is a beacon of hope and opportunity, and I'm grateful to be part of it. I especially want to thank my employer, The Standard. The trust that they place in me each day makes what I get to do possible. And I value the relationship that our company has built over the years with Big Brothers, Big Sisters. I want to thank my colleague from The Standard tonight who's here, Pete Lowe. Pete, can you wave? Put him on the spot there. Pete serves on the board of directors of this organization, and I appreciate the work you do. I want to thank my mom, who couldn't travel tonight from Minnesota to be with me this evening. I feel her absence tonight, but I know she's here in spirit, even if she's sound asleep home in St. Paul, Minnesota. My mom's parenting, her resilience, her love, they're the reasons I'm standing up here tonight. Mom, I love you so much. My husband Dwight is here tonight, too. He is definitely the light and the joy in my life. I love you. And to all the mentors and mentees here tonight, keep building those bridges. Your efforts are making a difference, one relationship at a time. My last message tonight is to the men here in this room. Why am I picking on men? Well, men volunteer at a much lower rate than women, and there are a lot of boys on the waiting list for mentors. If you have thought about being a mentor and haven't taken that next step, I really hope that you will. You don't need to be a parent to make a difference. You need a heart and a few hours of your time each month. So many boys, like the one you saw pictured at the beginning of my remarks, are yearning for time with someone who cares, who listens, who shows up, who laughs. Be a big and change someone's life. Your kindness, your empathy, and your time and attention can literally change the course of a life. Finally, and most importantly, tonight is a fundraiser. Please be generous. Please invest in the mission of this organization. Let's change some lives together. Thank you very much.